Hey guys, Dying here, and I'm actually doing a take 3, which is unheard of. So, you might be hearing of on Tracks. You might have heard about this recent obsession about this waifu, Ubi Cho. A waifu that I've created by my own self-esteem. Pretty much on the essence. It's a purified version of Stage 4 thing. Stage 1, the Mimimi dancing girls, which is pretty much NSFW. Please don't. Which will probably get me demonetized. It's initially the sign, image, or representation is a reflection of basic reality. Stage 2. Zero dance to high puts Han. The music is replaced, but the animation still. The music is replaced, the characters replaced. Is the character, and overall, the meme's still here. The sign that makes the basic reality. The image becomes distorted reality. Stage 3. It's replaced with the Among Us waifu thingy. That's pretty much taken from the zero thing. And high put Han has a cover knife. Stage 3. The sign marks the absence of basic reality. The image calls into question what the reality is and if it exists. And then there's Stage 4. The sign bears no relation to any reality whatsoever. It is its own pure no hypoton, no me, and worst of all, she doesn't have the Among Us clothing on. I may unmask her, and then put her on some clothing, and then now she is. She does look a lot like the Fall Guys girl, which appears alongside Among Us girl thingy, which is pretty much all. Which debuted on. Fast fact, Fall Guys girl was actually debuted in Among Us girl number 4. Pretty much Fall Guys girl actually declined after Among Us actually. I wonder if there's a Squid Game girl on here. Would you actually sub for her? Well, instead of Cup Song Girl actually having black hair, well, it's kind of, her skin tone is similar to the white one, which is the white. She's pretty much in between her and her, but the difference is that she has blonde hair and which not any black hair, which is the same blonde hair that the Among Us Cup Song Girl actually had before I actually canonized her. And because of canon, I actually meant humanize her. Anyways, I think it's time to actually review the history of how I made some characters normalize the legal settings. Here we go! Okay, now you may not know this. There's a lot about discover. Like heck, you don't even know anymore. There's not even anything here. There's not. Before, there was just empty space. Pure, ludicrous, empty space. And with the debut of December 26th, then there was a debut of 2016. Still, nothing happened. Nothing ever happened. Oh, I remember actually downloading this one. I downloaded it after the Peanuts were released. Hey, that's a. This was created by some person. These were created by some. I'm sorry if I have this still the artwork. This blue hedgehog here. There's just so much images that I've actually taken and shoot out of. I've actually predicted the portability of the Nintendo Switch. And I created the Coca-Cola guy. Back when I was on hiatus. And then there's Jeffrey. The bump I believe. And there's Cup Guy, the skin I wanted to make but I didn't make. I think this time I was getting too much trouble. Why don't we convert these in Mario Maker? We're just gonna have to skip ahead. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to make sure there's nothing else in here. So let's just go onto my YouTube checklist channel thingy. Yes, one of the things that I've done weird stuff for back then. Like the Masigno thing, the cloning thing, the Galaga thing, the Brentwood Here's the drunk thing. The golden man gets golden switch thing. I wanted to do that. The video for lady thing. The transporters snapshot thing. And the Mungeon disc gun. I made a bad impression on the Mungeon community for some reason. Okay, so this is where the whole chaos approximation has all started. And no, we're not doing working on Z because he already has a voice. I made a voice just for him for some reason. As you can see, it has 3,609 views and 32 likes and whatever or dislikes for some reason because YouTube updates and there's also my hypnotic Compot has friends and the visa ending thing. There's also the Ambient Gumball for some reason, in which I made a fan episode of, and he takes over the whole thing. I did it for Revenge of Bugs Bunny. Out of Revenge of Bugs Bunny. Mario Maker 2 had to similarly do that, but people still wanted to make stuff, so they had to shoot. And then here's my Super Mario Object Sim of Dr. Mario. And then there's the signal voice. Dang it, when will it like this? This was the fake non-existing that I created for. Then I added Master. This was my first character I created. Fragile. His unmasked form is pretty much just a circle of things that are. And with that is about hose A for some reason. Then there's this pretty. The episode has already gone to reduction. So it's unlikely that I ever had so much for this. There was a gumball to say for some reason. But yeah, this was the first character her creation. This was the first character and unmasking I've ever done. And probably the first time I've already done my accessories for her or someone. And then there was the opportunity to actually give Gumball some actual color. Remember that? The ear color is actually inspired by the Tom and Jerry color because I can. And I was ripped out of Gumballs. And I created a Hanna-Barbera logo for him. Even though this style doesn't match Hanna-Barbera. I wonder what his style would be in Jelly Zone. Then I did a special classic. A Hello Kevin voiceover. Dang it. Not again. Not again. Not again. Seriously. This slips like every time. Seriously, we really need to. Okay, great banger. The one thing that has already made the channel the identity, and has already put me into 2 views, 67 views, and 2 likes, and lots of dislikes, possibly. This is me when I was way younger. You'll see me this way now on Facebook. Oh wait, you're already seeing me. I shouldn't be allowed to review my face, so yeah, no. But the one point is, my face is pretty much my face is pretty much more younger. I look even more softer, anyways. I voiced over Helga like 1 year ago. I voiced over Telecom for like 3 years ago. And so it'll be its 4th anniversary to Telecom voiceover. Then I did Goro to anime voice. And I tried to do my He owned his Goro too, but didn't stick again with this. Nah. This is my second character I created, Gumwin. As you can see, I gave him legs. Even the darts is than pretty much gumballs, but it still matters, eh? Besides, I've already turned him into a real character. For some reason, it's pretty much good. But anyways, pretty much some people are wrong. No, it's like no, pretty much before Gorge. And but then I gave Holocaust some BFT assets and there's a trend that everything the only thingy. And then I did the voiceover Holocaust, and then I did it about Holocaust thing with a voiceover in it. And then there's the Holocaust thing and the Lion Slipper thing. And I pretended I actually debuted in Chart 4 Challenge 10, which sucks. And then I tried to do winners shoot. And that's when I realized Choo Choo the Choo Choo train is actually appearing. And then there's a glitch level 256. Which I turn character. This character is a glitchy charisma players. It's pretty much a Namco Pac-Land version of him. Pretty much with pixels for some reason. I had to map out all of this so I could get a human shape. I've actually seen the pattern and it's pretty much perfect. This pretty much resembles a hair. And this is pretty much the sadness in his eyes. Pull him. One time I actually added him for Mungeon too. Like 6 on Mungeon, which is pretty much good. And there's also that one time I created a character for Daisy for some reason. Since Peach is Toad and Rosalina has since Peach has Toad and Rosalina has Luma, why not have Daisy get the Piranha Flower? Actually, you're referring to Toad for Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? Yep. I want the GameCube to be Mungeon because he's pretty much a trend starter. Then I want Rick and who to actually be in the Mungeon because Curry really needs friends. And then there's 256, which he's pretty much annul her brother of missing no. Then there's Hello Kevin, the one I really want because and Piranha Flower. And Hello Kevin's cat, which I created from Hello Kevin's hat. And then another opportunity came when I actually saw this generate thing. I created a bird. It looked like a bird, so I had to create a bird out of it. And it was red, so I had fire to it. And then I had created Cookbot with legs. Because, yes, he might return on a future episode because he has a big spatula that you can cook with. And look at him. Prepare for another duty and work. He's really cool if you ask me. Then the scale of the mushroom. And then the scale of the mushroom. Which was based on one of Mario's power-ups use their power-ups. And then I showed you all Minecraft 256 in person, and now I'm doing it. I'm in real too. On Neighborhood 20, I released him for some. He's live and pretty much on here right now. Yeah, seriously. And then I create Evangeline, the Eevee of the forest of the mages, the dark black mages from Star Allies. She's pretty much a beginner and learned to turn her way to the top. She has a stick as a weapon, so she can't do anything. Because the 3 sister mages are pretty much the Eevee. He's a Kirby. And then I colored her in to see what she looks like with color. And you can see it's pretty much that awful. You can't even. And then the Egget trend that I just missed out on. I closed an Induino to actually make sure that she he's not having with someone. I mean, seriously, she, maybe for some reason. She might have white, but whatever. I've also turned into a full-fledged character. I will turn her into a full-fledged character, having the animated style of Disney. She has her page in Big Chungus and the Chungapedia. Currently constructed it due to user bias, thinking my ad shouldn't be here. They were right, you know. There was also Bungus, the Fungus Chungus. Yeah. And there was also the Princess of Cray and two. That's from the ending of Kirby's Dream Land 2. Oh yeah, don't forget about these waifus. These girls all... yeah, I turned them all into these sexy things into waifus for some reason. I really paused the content for some reasons, but if you want me to here's scrolling down, you can do so. Okay, so I actually thought that these two are just girls. You can see with their breasts and his actual hair, but they were all integrated from the. I turned them to separate characters now. Those are actually Peta and Candace. Did people not know them all? There's Peta with the evil stare, and Candace, the pirate of the Forbidden Sea. Who's hot to a Mars fan? Are you exaggerated more into serious by pretty much making three characters. I will lost the original face for the AI generated character girl, so you won't see her. Charlotte. So good luck actually giving her a pay. You're going to need it. Gave these incorrect. Gave these. Gave the. Hate that again. Gave Candace pretty much an accidental redesign and distortion of canon, and turned Peta into a girl and started her canon as well. Just keen to show how. Wait, and then I gave the ASAP Science girl from the Elements of Pure Heal ahead with an antimony face. What? That has eyebrows. And the current head. Because yes. And then I saw another opportunity. Where I had to make 799 pie have limbs. And then close his mouth and do another arrangement. And his pie case. And then I did some stuff behind your back, like giving that girl from Mermaid Cereal also skin. And then I actually gave the lady in the red dress some actual colors because she has. Gave her some brown hair because and gave her a red dress because in most cartoons, red dress girls are pretty much more attractive than some other colors. Also gave her some red shoes as well. Never gave her a face because as I can. And then I actually offended you all you Tiny Toons fans with this. The millipede. Since Yo-Yo Dodo is Go-Go Dodo's father, wouldn't the evolution chain actually go like this? And you guys went toxic. That you even the hardly did this image. And then I gave the crewmate some actual resistance for some reason. Green, gray, blue, pink, and purple. These 5 are actually in the ship. Which is the color of this gun. Is the color of Ubicho. The one who which we will get to later. I created this God of Google Translate for an anime that's inspired by number blocks. My future prediction. I mean, Generation Alpha has actually liked number blocks, and it'll probably become their childhood. We probably just don't know yet, but it will be. And I created some cringy wombo with these two AI-generated faces, celebrities. The redhead that people have, who she can now actually open her mouth thanks to the video, but only when she lip syncs it. Yeah, her smells. Note, just to admit that we're getting way ahead of ourselves. To this, I am actually clear. It's a long leg guy. Tall boy. It was created by Umbi. The scientists on his legs, and he actually liked this so much that he gave me a like. Sorry, everyone. We just had technical difficulties. Anyways, I think we're already going to. We're so good. Yes. Yes, I do have. No. Well, yeah, it's a persistence. I've actually created, Denton and this guy. Unkown. Then I turned Buffalo into a human. And then I turned that Pedophile 91 into a human. And then I turned Jonathan Hunter's girlfriend into a human. Pretty much got the eye shape wrong. Not sure. And then I'm and I noticed that the 7,000 eyes are out of place. And then I created Windows Hello, but with eyebrows. Pretty much the greatest thing I've ever created. This is the scanning for you thing, and this is the welcome back thing. Pretty much great kill on you know what I mean. Hope it doesn't creepy or anything. Fire, water, earth, air. And hey, it's the Avatar. I've been trying to make a series out of this, but I didn't again. Because I'm lazy. But we'll come out if anybody's still interested. There's also the temporary lady, which I pretty much clothed her. And then the remake of that image I did many years ago, which I pretty much lost. Hey, remember Skyant, a character that was pretty much from Lumberlemon until it was scrapped and then resurrected by Aquabot to actually create G7? Well, and then there's her soul. This was what I think her soul is. Imaginary characters are pretty much cooler than anything. I mean, just look at Lanthon. Get your freaking hands away from me! No, I found the pictures of pretty much the number blocks and pretty much all. And yes. They are restarting. This is bad. Oh yeah. I also remember decimal thingy. I turned 29 into a waifu and unmasked her, but didn't give her a hilarious here. And yes, I moved out someone else, not before, but I've already lost the image. She wore a mask for some reason, but yeah. Then I finalized the trio, which is pretty much all, with her being in the middle of the group. Pace with the one wearing the mask. Well, these two are her sidekicks. No, they're also found in Big Chungus Wiki. Okay. And I gave that crab like who some clothes because he looks naked. She I even gave her a that bowling icon salt. Because yeah, why not for something? Let's just go with it. I also created a new Big Chungus his person. And for Big Chungus Wiki. Pretty much. And then there was Number Who, the most contra thing I had to offer. That I closed Number Who 2, Number Who 3, Number Who 5, Number Who 8, and Number Who 9, which, yeah. Both. I also gave Number Who 8 some eyes because everybody has eyes, so I can't have. I've also gone folly of the AI generated rat who you see in first recently. She's not real. She's fake. There were attempts to try and make her come to life, like that's a dame you no that moved before Wombo. But yeah. And then these were the girl's drawings that Annalise has drew for me since I present her. I told her to actually keep one of them to actually credit to Annalise for he's in my high school. From my high school. Hickory Ridge High School. Well, I hope I see and if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks. Sorry, it's also wrong. I had actually designed in their body parts for actual arts that are actually based on how sparkly new headband. No, I find Nellie's head. I saw I'm able to collar. Lucy has the pop-up shirt. And I have the wrist on her torso. Debbie covering her belly button with this. And Mary has lace. Well, Ellie has all the things combined. She also drew this asthma red head. Which, I think is much cool. The drawing one looks so much better though. This is also drawn by Annalise. These two, so yeah. And some crazy stuff I actually did count out the characters. For example, the Foley thing. There were a lot to do. This one. Things I had to see so much stuff. You can freaking look. Like the blue light. Nice. And the robot Rocky. There was so much to do. Yeah, so much to see. So much to go for. And so much for me to so much to glow. There were some happiness and some. But oh hey, this is Miss Pink from Lounge 14. She had to go OG her way into Hot Dot Amogus Imposter. This is her when her head's cut off. As you can see, she experienced back from space for some reason. And back from Choose Lobby. And this is her whole camera. I didn't use the T1 process because yeah. Anyways, moving on. Let's go move on. And here we have the pink Amogus girl, the one girl that actually he had to take her spacesuit off, like it was some let's just say some maxi video that you're not supposed to watch. Then I put her on. Then I actually took that spaceship in a dress and put that back on. For inappropriate things, this is probably going to get demonetized. I took off her helmet and then cut some straps off, and then and this was a comfortable dress, and I drew a face on, which contradicted the me face. And I even saw her skirt and clothes that look cool. By the way, she has a. And I created all about these guys. To be fair, the cut song among the Simpsons Gate Thingy Girls pretty much it's pretty much the limit of the short kids thinking that's a kid video, but then it's actually an adult's video. This is the problem with society these days. I really wish if it wasn't for on these videos, this girl shouldn't have existed. Then I personified the creature that's living that was actually made my bad habits. Pretty much the February 21 creature, which had to make me watch stuff that he shouldn't even been watching. Therefore, I thought that, however, I still had a dumb shoot like the asthma index, which you're not going to be happy about this. But if trust is trust, then I think then if wouldn't it be wrong if someone wants to do what they do? Well, to you guys, it's a solid yes, which means that we're moving on. Those are the considerations of what a color type is going to be instead of the usual black. I assume it would be red, just like the A thing, but his color thinks that it's blue. And then there was the untiled 134 complexity, and the future house I wanted to and yeah, pie thingy, the Sasamogas, Jack and Jill, and then there's more, and then the zero old stuff, whole thing that I had to do. There's a reason that I can't voice he's that zero, because he's not speaking. Then I canonize their color, so that it would actually be colored like 7, and that tune thing, not tune, or an algebra, is pretty much going to actually be white. Oh, and I gave Helico a WP save icon. And then I created a freaking art gallery creating promotional characters being angry at profile running, except for Dreer Top, those two squares, and the cube roll. Because Dreer Top is Michael's OC, and that cube roll is pretty much carries, and these squares are pretty much users. And then I created some canon, which blue face was actually our canon. The orange, red is pretty angry, orange is pretty much funny, yellow is pretty much the yay thing, green is unsure shoot, blue is sad, and purple is a little angry, yet a little happy at the same time. And then BFB 30, and then there was BFB 30, which released A in its final color comprehension. And then I swapped the colors to make sure it was the right color. And then did on the voting icon. And I created some counterparts for red board 20, which is dynamic. And then I created the color. And then I created a color of the rainbow comprehension where we get to see all the colors of the A. My version of the colors of A and the official version is orange. The official version plus the 324 version is a green one. My version and your version makes purple. That's the whole color of the rainbow. Besides, do you even know why we're actually here? High five. Besides, these things are pretty much likely to actually die away for such a long time like that. Anyways, we're moving on to some stuff farther than anything. The 64 control shoot, the number goodies aren't. Heck, even some personifications. I created A and B from 1224A and 1224B because they have some personification in their lives. These guys are pretty much. Then I created the invert, gave tons of colors, gave myself some limbs, and some color, in it as well. And then crime happens. Fox Film 20th Century Pictures have already been modernized. Fox has already been split into two, as if Fox Film has already transferred to Fox, and 20th Century Pictures has turned to 20th Century Studios. And then there is more shoots that I have all taken shoot of. Like Spinell for some reason. And then there was the first time I actually got into the caretaker committee. Meaning stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the process. I used to think of stage 2, who is male and stage 2 is female. There's also I also had to take the Earth to contest to say where it is, yellow continent, and new place and pretty much for I knew that it was already continent C. And this place already takes place in continent C. And this is probably continent E. As the feel that hypo as this also. You can't hide here from me, you know. And then there was some more clues. This is all for humor because well, the map is just fake for some reason. And then I created the crusty bucket and hypothesized how many menu items are on there. And it pretty much says it has 116 menu items. And then I created Alpha Block Duke from this art character. And then I created hypothetical and hypocritical regions, like the Republican, some things that have here. Oh crap, what's happening to my computer? Oh no, it's broken. Wait, have I clicked on? I also have to do world maps to actually calculate where it is. And then I actually look at actual. This is still history of character modification canonization shoot. So note to that. Also, I had to notify that Sarah G. Bellum Generation Z pilot thingy, the early development thing, had her face shown. Sarah G. Bellum also has her face shown, but with only one eye, while the Z-Vern has two eyes shown. Isn't that ironic? And then I create my first character normalization ever. Her name is Alvet, and her boobs are pretty much. Credit to Ugdet for this character because she's nice. I also did the no shoulder thing because, come on, aren't these things straight back in the day? I did fan art of Madame Claire, her doing fruit. This was before her things got freaky, and this is when things after got freaky. Then there's the Among Us. I could assume about that. And the extended portrait of the landscape of the thing. Pretty much for the whole. I tried doing 2D artwork, but it doesn't stick as well as the peanut butter. And then that's the runner to a new arcane. I created the Z-axis, since I turned bubbly, so I got into a human, and I pretty much had to do some more crap than I ever had to know. I've turned any and either into Aldebranians and most importantly, I turned that Cupsong waifu girl an appropriate outfit to go to school in, which limits speech and regulations. I'm sorry, but you have to get that. Then I turned stage 4 into a real human. And then there was some crap I had to go for with and should happen. That this is the dancer from the Phineas and Ferb Roller Coaster Music School. When Dr. Doofenshmirtz actually had to end this song with a gonna end this roller coaster thing right the whole tri-state area. So she said she had to pick up her kids from school, and he said, "Go ahead." So this is what she looks like when she's going to pick up her child. She doesn't want to look like this throughout the whole series. No, no, no. Didn't do the other chorus girls because, yeah, they don't have lives. And then there was a Mario girl who actually had to strip away her parts to actually look like a Mario guy. If I can do a full body of her, will you think I'd do it? And then the Hell Siren thing by Okie Kokie. I turned it into a real building with sirens. And then this happens. And I did this. To be fair, Mike isn't actually a canon character in Chapter 3. And then there's this guy here from Stage 1. And his boys are back. These four are pretty much as already going to be in different films anyways. I hope they, or else I'll be dead. Then there's this girl. And I got this tattoo. You can see her. You can see her singing. So take that. No. So Nivida, if you're watching this, please give her a voice and a body. Turn AI-generated celebrities into bodies. Give AI-generated celebrities bodies, or I'll use Photoshop to get her body someday. Okay, Teleporte fans. Okay, people who hate Teleporte, if you're watching and some inappropriate content, if you're watching this, then I'm so. You might be gone. Here's why. I would like to raise her specialities. Besides, I gave her an outfit which was based on the colorized version a shoot for something. The O was actually based on payments and no, no, on. The cat girl has pretty much not done anything. I gave them random clothing, which is a lot. They're just random Mario characters, and that's all to say about this. I ran out of the boundary on Roblox. That's the impact of Roblox nowadays. They lure you to newer worlds. How come this is not responding? Quick! Why isn't it responding? How do I even know this? This thing needs to be fixed. It does that sometimes. Restart! Okay, now it's gone with it. Well, then I actually had to do some shoot by actually creating some characters. Well, I created a Wama Wink fan because I'm angry that Netflix people have decided to actually give Wama Wink the worst. Which is pretty much a good decision, really. Since the fandom actually likes the character that they shouldn't love, and dislike the character that the author wants them to love, because it actually relates to them. So having a character having a character to actually give them what they want, you want the character to give them what they want, if you want to give them what they want, then you're truly losing yourself. But if you give them what you do want, then you're actually happy. So many years, and he won't give us an uneventful walk number 5. He's gonna shout though. And then there's Netto, my Pibioshi, the one who's actually caused this. And then there's my Manifest Destiny of actually collecting characters for actually no reason at all. the start of the countdown. If you do say stop. Oh wait, what's the dummy doing here? And then there's his license to do the or no. And the house that I created on Idaho, where I live in Idaho. You can even see something actually having to actually find the darkness. And then there's a K-wife who that you see earlier. She had her dates, but now she's showing her belly because it was, but it's not finished. Which is probably going to get me demonetized. Then there's the inspiration of the boxes. The watches video 23, which is pretty much also inspired by the don't open this box until 25 thing that I have in this room. This is the early appearance of beaten frowns in my drawn form. One is pretty much annoyed in these two people. And I drew all the Helicovens. Redrew all the Helicovens. Yeah. And then I did a countdown. I downloaded every single image of countdown for some reason. I actually had to keep this a secret. The 4-day thing. I call it the 10th grade character creation. You can create fan-made shows that you got from your mind. Do it quickly. This is my old prediction of SMG0 and his avatar. This is the SMG0 we got now. Yeah, it doesn't say much, but yeah. And then there's Colby. He kills time, promoting smiles, and does blogs about the television industry, not including Pippi. He's a fight for Pippi for some. He actually thinks that the animation go out till Sunday for some. And then these are the main three meeting each other for the very first time. He was created before him, And then I got the full EO cast, the other C button, take care of the dead out there, and that was it. And I continue to do I do best. Oh, yes. Best. Do 91. And then I did 8 button. And then I got an EFT, an extremely fun to go to support really slow EG if you haven't already. And then he made them take out their it's pretty much more time more exactly so change. These two are Pack Guy and Miss Pack and Pack Girl. She has pink hair because why not? And right now they're actually wearing Kirby and Game Boy shirts because they're traumatized of Pac-Man. And then there's Natmos. And I gave the girl from the unknown stage an actual her doing face for some reason. I mean, some colorization and pearl necklace. This character was from Infernus, an overseeing villain in all the books. Even though Black Hat takes the role, he's a little shy. You know, he's pretty much has claustrophobic and pretty much timid and stuff. But he's clearly got the whole invasion down. He even enforces the book villain to actually regain softer, just like Black Hat. I hope the books can actually get an overseeing villain. Soon this will be more entertaining than reading the whole book. Besides, heroes are pretty much cliche. This is the character I created out of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And as you can see, Ukraine is currently suffering from Russia's invasion. But the good news is, but the good news is, but the good news is that, well, the good news is, but the good news is that pretty much most of the area has already been invaded. The bad news is that we still got a long way to go. Yeah, the celebration will have to wait. But until then, I'll just wait and see. Besides, this war won't end anytime soon. His eyes are pretty much more evil. Because instead of those crazy comrades actually supporting the 100th anniversary, of the gloryless, bleak, stupid, saturated, holyless, but sometimes promising Soviet Union, they decided to support Ukraine in the war. Besides, Ukraine doesn't even want to be in the Soviet Union in the first place. 9 day 24. And then I created a gamekeeper to capture Ukraine. What could have been? They didn't give up. They had 0 not getting up. And knowing that the player's not gone. And then I created this to see 1,000 players. And then I created the box waifu if she was in normal clothing. And don't lose. And then there's this girl. Yep, this girl. Not even sure if this is her OC or just some other clique, but I'm sure it's some. She debuted on number 62 and number 66. I believe that they have this similar outfits, and I'm pretty much sure that they have similar physiques. So I'm pretty much sure this is it. And there's also 0. I turned her as an actual. There, I gave 2020 girl an actual face for some reason. Which leads us here to now. Currently fabricating first. For life from stage 4 and acts. Well, almost. Only Chow is pretty much a calculus with a nice face, that eye for anime eyes, and pretty much clothes. And so that's my history of actually putting people into normal clothing and shoot. Is there any other people who actually got? Is there any other person who actually needed to actually become normalized or anything? Present, past, or anything? Landscape actually full size or anything? Heck, even a character you want to see a full face of? Well, I can't give you anything, but I'm sure you have hands. Leave a like below, and she'll pretty much be leave a like below, and here in comments, and please subscribe, and you'll see lots of shit like this one. Oh yeah, and as you're wondering, we have more her shoot anyways. And as you're wondering, yes, I really want Obi Chow to be redrawn. I've been planning to make a profit on this someday, turning unseen characters into seen characters. I hope this becomes a full reality to other people someday. I mean, some people have already done it to like Holland and other from Carrier Creek and other people. Well, someone has already done it. So this girl that I created has descended from this girl who appears in Alpha Gate videos, which descended from this girl who's actually into high put and from Dolly on Planks, which descended from this girl, a white skinned girl who actually is from a demonetizable video, which is pretty much created by people of Evangelion. And we never even got to see Emiya Sokia actually go. It's pretty much the same thing. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope we see more of this on social media for some reason. Anyways, I hope to see you next time. We're new adventures to share. And may Obi-Cho actually be here. If this gets turned into a waifu pill, I swear to God,